Okay, so we're back for more Fate Grand Order. Ordeal Call 1, Paper Moon. Where we left off is that the DX reveals to be, what's her name? Durga. Yeah, Durga. And she was actually the archer all the time, hidden for that. And then, where that, Sani, or Rani equal XII, which actually be the master behind all the evil scheme plan. But things have been turned around that I believe Durga, or she actually turned into a true form, made a betrayal against the Rani equal XII, and I don't know what's gonna happen in the section or Act 15's going. Looking at the spoiler walkthrough, it seems that we're nearing to the end of the Ordeal Call 1. So I'm gonna try to finish the rest of that, and then the Ordeal Call number 2 will be coming out in about, I'd say 11 months away, because I'm expecting to release around in end of March or beginning of April 2026. And yeah, section 15 or act 15, those desiring love / even if the world breaks. And it says support only. Oh, I gotta hide the thing. 1 second there, frames per second showing on the bottom left counter. This here. Callie.
Right. As if things weren't bad enough. So now we've got Durga, but even more violent. In that form, she's a murderous fiend who's lost any semblance of sanity or her ostensible divine duties. We're talking about someone whose favorite party trick is tearing a demon god open and chugging all its blood and at once. Lancer! This smell is demon blood.
Oh, back off! Stay away from me!
Berserker! Good. Blood. And now I dance. I dance with glee at the sight of my enemy's blood, and my arms and legs will follow suit. Hear me. Let my wish be heard loud and clear.
Her stomping is shaking the ground. Oh. God. This feels menacing to me. She's so, goddamn powerful. This is a reference of JoJo reference. Of that menacing feel.
Is she? Oh no. Callie, are you truly attempting to call Shiva here? Of course. That's the whole reason I exist. Please, tell me how you plan to do it. I only hope you are not using the method I think you are. I will destroy the world, and then Shiva will appear beneath my feet. That is what I was afraid of. Oh, so we're doing that story, huh? After Callie killed the demon gods, she was so excited about her victory that she began to dance. But her dancing was so violent that it threatened to destroy the world. The gods didn't quite know what to do about that. It was only when Shiva stepped in and lay down at her feet to cushion the blows that Cowley finally returned to her senses. So you mean to recreate that myth here, using reverse casualty as a means to summon Shiva? Because if Cowley is performing a world-ending dance, then it follows that Shiva must be there to stop it. This paper moon well might be virtual, but it's still a well. Conceptually, I guess it doesn't matter if it's real or not. You're going to destroy this world? The whole world? Please stop! If you do that, everyone here will die! Why would I stop? I will never stop until Shiva arrives. That is the whole point of this dance. Right. Her godly nature is driving her to act this way, based on the same underlying principles that gives myths their strength. Besides, this world will end sooner or later, even without my help. It's only a matter of time. This is bad. Creating a magical energy connection between herself and Cowley was a foolish miscalculation. It means she is being made to endure the brunt of this entire process. And it is much too great a load for any one entity to handle on their own. It is as though a computer process has gone haywire and begun consuming every available resource. If something is not done, she could even suffer meltdown if she is unable to keep up with the sheer strain. What's wrong with that? We were going to defeat her eventually, right? Yes, but there is an order to these kinds of things. Having the central governing AI suddenly break or disappear will almost certainly cause a fatal error. It would be like using a computer and having its kernel suddenly be deleted. Yes, our goal is to completely shut down the AI Holy Grail War system. But the best way to do that safely is to use the central governing AI's admin privileges. Conversely, if we are unable to shut down the AI Holy Grail War that way, there is a chance of the system going haywire, leaving us unable to return to our world.
Then, we got to save her somehow.
How could I have made such a terrible miscalculation? I can't believe my own world now faces destruction. Her admin privileges will be crucial to our returning home. I will figure something out. And how are you going to do that? By connecting my Etherlight to her nervous systems. I will then hack into her base programming and rewrite her code to give us a chance.
But isn't that dangerous?
Yes, it is. And in many ways, it will be like trying to defuse a bomb embedded in the circuits of a runaway vehicle. Dangerous or not, it must be done if we are to return to the outside world. It looks like we are just going to have to trust each other. I want you to trust that I will save the dust of Osiris. And in the meantime, I will trust that you two will find a way to defeat Cowley. I have faith that you two can pull that off. Do you have faith in me?
Of course I do. You're one of our most dependable friends.
Friends? Yes, that is right. I admit it. That word is the reason I went down this road. Admiration, respect, surprise, goodwill, a bit of hesitation and a tinge of regret. It is that very mixture of emotions which drove Xeon Eltnam Sokaris to leave the Atlas Institute. And yet, none of that would have occurred to me while I was still young and immature. I see. So that is why I look like this. My younger self would never have gone to Chaldea. I knew the answer, but I was still hesitant about it. It is embarrassing to admit this, but it also makes me happy to know I harbored such an alter ego within myself.
Sion?
Never mind, it is no big deal. I just finally got the answer to a question I have been wrestling with. But right now, I have a job to do here, and I am going to do it. This may not be the dream of this version of me had, but I cannot complain about becoming what I wanted to be. I will also give you the thing I told you about on the way here. It is already turned and ready to go. But please be careful. As I said before, whatever you do, do not overuse it. Alright, here goes nothing. Once again, I am trusting you two to handle Cowley. That's great and all, but how the hell are we supposed to do that?
I don't know, but we have to find a way.
Damn right we do. As far as I'm concerned, Kali is basically Parvati gone berserk. And I just will not let that damn goddess get in the way of my plan. So I'm going to do the best that I can and have you, what was I going to get from you again? Well, anyway, that's how it went, how it is. Right now, the only way you and I are going to have the kind of future I want is if we defeat the bad guy with Parvati's face over there. That being said, it's going to be pretty tough to pull off alone. Realistically speaking, the best we can hope for right now is to buy enough time for Ryu Jr. and that braggart of a berserker to get back on their feet. Assuming they can both do that, of course. Alright, Master. I'm counting on you to back me up.
I will. Good luck.
Oh, good. Now that I've gotten better whiff of you, I see you're a demon too. Then we shall fight, for I am the goddess who slaughters demons. And at the end of my victory, my dance of destruction shall shake the land itself and call my husband to me. I am Shiva Shakti. I am the fury born from anger. I, the goddess of destruction, shall dance atop the bloody flesh of all demons who cross my path.
Solo? Yes, it is. Let me see this. Spoilers book. This is a survival battle. Battle ends after 6 turns. Master skills reverted back to players currently equipped mystical. Oh, now it's returned back to me. Cool. Let's see. Resistance against all types of attacks with 5 hits. And then this one says increase all MP damage for 5 turns at the end of each turn. And then recovers 120k at the end of each turn. Oh boy. Do I use this mystic code or whatever that thing is? I guess I'll use this one, Mages. Because her MP charge and that CE starting MP charge at 50%. And then that level 8 is not going to be enough. Okay, I'll try. This is a pre-warm-up fight against Kali.
気乗りしないんですけど。うまそう。シュリンガーラヨーン。はあ、熱い。
Are you whatever?
後悔しないといいですね。はい、しょうがないですね。しょうがないから撃ちますよ。これが私の情欲を呼び起こす愛の矢カーマサンモーラ。どうぞどうぞ、どうにかなっちゃう。せいぜい頑張りますよ。
Remember, your Sakura faces against Sakura face on her own. How pleasantly surprised this is.
はい、そんなに欲しいんですか？こんなのがいいんです。どうにかなっちゃう。えいえいっと。せいぜい頑張りますよ。肉変態。血が落ちる。いいですよ。ふ 別に
And the surprising thing is, it both voices Shitaya Noriko. Sakura. Yeah.
熱い
How many Sakura faces do we need? Well, actually, wait a minute. We forgot to mention that Ayako Kawasumi, she voices many Saber faces.
どうなっても知りませんよしょうがないでそんなに欲しいんですか
There's about like probably 11.
本当に本気で言ってるんですかじゃあターマさんも花とどうぞどうぞどうにかなっちゃえせいぜい頑張りますよ我らいいですよ何時はもう死んでいる貫き殺すいいですよ別に後悔はいそんなに欲しいんですかしょうがないから撃ちますよこれが私の情欲を呼び起こす愛の矢カーマさんの花どうぞどうぞどうにかなっちゃえせいぜい頑張りますよ我はシバのシャクティ魔なる者たちの血と肉の上陸女神は各踊るサハラカリ
I don't know if I could survive this, man.
どうなっても知りませんはいはい
Especially that Kali has some pretty high
本当に
resistance.
本気で言ってるんですかじゃあターマさんも花とえいとどうにかなっちゃえせいぜい頑張りますよ近づいている貫き殺すいいですよ肉変態いいですよ
No, I'm not gonna. Yeah, I'll use the ley line stone, whatever, because I've got through here. Whatever. It's not even wasted because ley line stone just goes to expiration date. So might as well just get this over with. And why waste it if I have to like go through the whole host of shit again and then those RNG things for debuff resistance of being charmed or anything other than that. Thank God for ley line stones that would help me to save for a sync cord, nor the command spell usage. Alright, so the next arrows is 2 to 5, no fight, but arrow 6, yes. Boss fight. Oh boy, the whole world, well, the AI world has been corrupted somehow. Alright, defend partition headquarters.
It's all over. I observed the world's destruction. I calculated a way to avoid it. I made a plan, put it into action, and it still wasn't enough. My calculations were mistaken. Where did I go wrong? Back when I was still for a formless being, my only job was to protect this tiny paper moon world. I was nothing more than a little program with the duty, ability, and drive to govern that world. But then, at some point, a distortion no one noticed appeared nearby. A distortion, a great summoning system the humans were intimately familiar with, and an even greater current to which that system is connected. And like a magnet moving iron sand inside a paper box, that distortion had an effect on me too. The next thing I knew, I'd been cut off and found myself here. I think this version of me is one who felt she had to save this world. Another self heading with me as I managed this world. A me who wasn't interested in enduring, repairing, negotiating with, or ignoring the impending threat. But who felt she had to take proactive measures to fight, to save the world. Then I had another thought. Is this world the only one I need to protect? I couldn't stop thinking about the question, so I turned my attention to the outside world. Its bleak, desolate landscape mirrored that of the paper moon. So I thought I needed to govern that world too, that I have to fight to save it. The duty was already mine. I already had the ability and drive to govern this world. But then, I learned that world was on the brink of destruction. It couldn't be right. So I ran the numbers and tried to save it. I tried. I tried so hard. In the end, it doesn't even matter. Now I see. So you are an alter ego too. If I were to guess, I would say you are the alter ego of salvation. Sion. This does not compute. Query. Why?
Why not try and answer that with a calculation you do so well? Especially since I am a little busy at the moment.
I'm asking you because that query is too difficult to answer myself. The equation is incredibly complicated. I do understand that you are attempting to use your own body to get the energy that is actively destroying my programming under control. But I also understand that you are doing so by directly connecting your body to mine via a specialized filament that is capable of transmitting special kinds of data. Even though we each function of fundamentally incompatible standards. If what you are doing fails, you'll be destroyed along with me. In fact, even as we speak, your very life is being drained.
Yes, you may be right. Bypass. Expanded. Transfer route. Closed. Open. Triple layered. Helix.
So you do understand. Then why are you doing this?
It isn't the only way for us to escape with our lives. You can understand that, right?
Yes. I also understand what you're trying to hide. If you're successful at connecting your nervous system to my pseudo one and rewriting my admin privileges, then would it not be possible for you to escape on your own without needing to try to stop my runaway processes?
Yes, but there would be no point in doing that. I certainly do not need to be an outsider here as well. Yes, that is right. My real self has no right to call herself Soapbrass's friend. By the time I worked up my courage, it was too late. I missed my window, as they say. Sion Elknam is not a member of his team. She is a spectator, or at best, a cheerleader. So I am sure my real self will continue to maintain walls between her and Chaldea. Because I calculated that, at the very end, there will be something that must be done which will require an outsider to do. But that is not currently the case. There is something else I can do here. Now. Right now, I am a different version of myself. An alternate future self created when I was caught up in this accident. A me that cut off the wisdom from my grown-up self. My personality here can only exist as part of the dream world resting atop the paper moon. A trick my mind is playing only because of all those disparate elements coming together in one place. Yes, though I may only be Soapbrass cheerleader in the outside world. Here, I wanted to experience what it would be like to adventure alongside him as a friend.
Alright. Kama! Shit. This isn't good.
It's okay, Master. You don't have to look so worried. I'm a lot tougher than I look. Don't forget, I'm not just a god. I'm also a demon king. And not to mention, there's something I really want.
Something I'm sure I can get if I just put in the effort. It's actually making me want to do my best here, at the least a little bit. Wait, hang on. What was that I wanted again? I know. I get it. Something I don't have. Something no one will give me, since there's nothing I can't give them. I really want it. Redacted.
Yeah! Will you just hurry up and remember already? I really don't like showing up in serious scenes like this.
Great, there will be a bunch of Sakura faces everywhere. Oh no.
Oh, right. It was you.
Sure was. Paper or not, a moon's still a moon. Normally, I'm all about fighting fire with fire when it comes to mooning shenanigans like this. But this time, I thought you'd be a better fit than me or any of the Sakura 5. So just this once, I arranged things to make sure you'd be able to join Master on this latest excursion.
Well, aren't you generous? I guess this is where I thank you, right? But you know, I kinda get the sense I'm halfway dying outside this little mind room or whatever we're in.
Hey, that's hardly my fault. The most you're gonna get from me is a hanging there.
Anyway, what do you mean by arranged things?
Oh, please, you need to ask. I made you into something that matched as well. Something that would obviously get you in here along with Master. See? I have just a little more experience than your average AI when it comes to manipulating you-know-what. Oh, but to be clear, the Sakura 5 are a special case that don't quite fall under those rules. They're more like cancers I cut out of myself by forcing them to be generated naturally. Still, there were some common techniques I could use, and since I'm a genius final boss, I knew exactly what to do with them. Pretty amazing, right?
What are you going on about?
Whoops, I digress. I still haven't explained what I did to you. I still haven't explained what did I did to you, have I? Well, to put it simply, I made you into an alter ego. More accurately, I severed your alter ego self from your original self.
And what kind of self is that?
Now, where's the fun if I just come out and tell you? But I'll give you a hint you already know. It's an element, a personality that always existed inside you. But it would normally never work because it would never come to a friend, so to speak. Because compared to the redacted you give to others, it's practically nothing. I mean, your usual self is made to give something to every person in the world. It's no wonder this side of you gets lost in the shuffle. But now that it's been isolated and allowed to come out as an alter ego, where's the harm in letting you be seen for who you are?
No, this makes sense. I thought there was something strange going on with me too. I mean, unless I was high on summer or something, there's just no way I, of all people, would so openly plead, or cajole, or... Well, never mind that for now. What's done is done. Anyway, I guess this means I'm an alter ego of myself who genuinely wants, you know, that.
Sure does. Well, now that we've got that all cleared up, I think it's time you remembered why you're the one here now, too. To be clear, it's not like I predicted everything about how this was all going to go down. I just had a sense it should be you here rather than any of us. I didn't see why that was until just now.
Aha! I get it. If it really did have to be me, then yeah, that is probably why. I see it now too.
And don't tell me how cruel this is. I mean, you could, but me being a final boss Kohai and all, I just take it as a compliment.
I won't. It's a compliment for us Demon Kings too. Anyway, I know what I have to do now, but that still leaves one problem.
don't worry. I'm sure it'll all work out somehow. Alright then. From your past memory to your present self. Good luck.
Easy for you to say. I knew you and I shouldn't get mixed up if we can help it. Now then, I think it's time I go hurt her like only a Demon King fragment can.
Come on, hang in there.
Phew. Thanks, Master. I feel better now.
I win. I'm winning. My world-ending dance will never stop. Not until Shiva arrives. Now, come, my beloved Shiva, my husband. Come, come, come to me.
The world can't take much more of this.
Don't worry. It's fine. I know how I can win this now. Just watch me turn the tables on her. What? You don't believe me? Yeah, guess I can't blame you there. I'll admit, there's still one hurdle left to overcome. I need more resources. And not one of your command spells. You're barely on your feet as it is. No, I need a different source of energy. One I can suck completely dry without worrying about the consequences.
You mean my mana supply? That would be so hilarious.
As long as I have that, we should be good. I don't suppose you've seen any energy like that around here?
That's... I don't. What's that coming out from the broken ground?
This is.
I think it was like mana supply or transfer supply or something like that. Like having, you know, sex. What was that thing? Shit. I'm gonna check out where that thing. It's mana transfer. Yeah, that thing. Basically, having some sex. You know, whatever that thing. Especially if you've seen the doujinshis and hentai part of the site, or even fan bases. Oh god, I can't stop thinking about that. Whenever she needs the power, I have to give her like my mana transfer. Okay. Anyway, enough of that thinking thought. What's happening? Okay.
It's never enough. Wherever I went, whatever I did, nothing was ever enough. That dissatisfaction was evident to me. So I kept looking for, I don't know, something. Treasure, weapons, gold, fame, acclaim, land, victory, pleasure, indolence, delicacies, supremacy, security. I want it all. But there's still something else I want. Something that, more than anything, I have to have. What is it? I can't remember, much as I wish I could. But I know it is precious and irreplaceable. I want it. I want it so badly. Without it, I can never be who I'm meant to be. This isn't my perfect self. I'm flawed. I'm lacking something.
Oh. I think it was a woman. Yeah, that's probably it. A woman. Which probably means... I think it's Duryodhana's point of view thinking. bride? No, not that. I don't think. I feel like it was different. Something closer. Something more inseparable. Someone who will always be with me. Someone I'd always be with. Together as one, anyway. Someone incredibly important that I forgot about because I just assumed she would always be there.
Berserker?
I sit down on the ground and touch his body. I gather every bit of willpower I can muster. Oh, it's actually AS point of view thought. I couldn't even tell who is talking, who is that point of view or thinking about it.
I sit down on the ground and touch his body. I gather every bit of willpower I can muster and look at him. Oh no. I knew right away. His body may be built differently from mine, but right now he's part of the same world I am, and we're master and servant. His wounds are mortal. He doesn't have long. No. I wanted a family. I missed having a family. Why is it that almost everyone I think of as family leaves me? Even now. No! I have to do something. Anything. Whatever it takes. Fixing people is my job. There has to be something I can do. I'm sick and tired of feeling powerless. I look closer. Where exactly is he hurt? What can I fix to restore his functionality? A command spell won't do it. It would be like trying to fill a cracked bowl. Any energy I put in would just pour right out of him and only make things worse. No, what he needs is to have his functionality restored, period. Come on, AS, think! Don't worry about breaking the code. Right now, the results are all that matter. Even if you do run afoul of a written process, the governor's not even going to know. That's right. I don't have a general purpose connector like she does, but that doesn't mean I can't force a connection anyway. That's it. I'm going to connect Berserker directly to my circuits. I'll make the system think he's not another AI, like me. That way, my repair programs might be able to access the damaged areas and fix them. And since we'll be connected directly, I can feed him randomment without any loss, which should boost efficiency and make the repair easier. Yeah, this could work. I've been thinking about what I could have done to save her ever since she disappeared. About how if something like that happened again, I didn't want to just stand back and twiddle my thumbs because the damage was beyond the scope of my abilities. I don't think I would have come up with this idea if it wasn't for her. If I can't understand the broken parts, I just have to make them into extensions of a system I do understand, even if I have to force it. The only problem is that it would be like trying to sew together two hearts of completely different sizes and shapes. It'll almost certainly result in the weaker one falling apart, and there's no question which of us that is. But, oh well, I might end up breaking, but I should at least be able to get him moving again for a while. And that's better than everything ending right here. It doesn't matter if it's a little messy. I'll just jab it in him so we're connected. And then... Berserker?
Don't. It's hopeless.
Where's this coming from? What happened to self-assured berserker I know?
This has nothing to do with that, you idiot. How many times have I told you? I'm a really smart guy. That's how I know what's going to happen. It doesn't matter if we use the same ornament. Servants and AIs are just too different. You can't possibly tie us together. Our molds will never fit.
We can't know unless we try.
Oh yes we can. The moment you try to connect us, you die. Are you really that stupid?
I'm not. I know what's important. If anything, you're the idiot who doesn't get it.
What was that?
Answer me this. You told that lady not to stand between you and what you want, and she wiped the floor with you. So now that she beat you, do you just want to give up on getting revenge and go home?
Hell no! I want to get her back with every fiber of my being!
Right. There you go.
Huh?
That's how you're supposed to be. Selfish and self-centered. So why are you holding back just out of concern for me? That's not who you are.
Hey, stop! Don't do this, you idiot!
Initiating forced connection. Disregard all errors. Send repair program at full speed. Begin operation.
You really are an idiot! There's no way this can work. I'm nothing like you. Now knock it off before you pop like a balloon.
Just shut up, will you?
Oh god. Here it comes. Huh? It's working? How? This shouldn't work. If we were both human, this would be like trying to give a blood transfusion to someone with a completely different genetic structure and blood type. A servant and master like us can't possibly match up like... No way. Is that it? Yes. Are you?
Lancer! Come on, Lancer. Hang in there. Lancer!
Damn. She got me. This almost never happens. What's the situation?
It's okay. Assassin's fighting her now. Though I don't know if she can win.
I see. Yeah, even for the god of love, Kali's gotta be one hell of an opponent.
As for Berserker, he got taken down, just like you. I think his master is trying to save him. But I doubt it's going to work.
I don't know about that. He's a lot tougher than you think. Anyway, I can't let Kama do this alone. I've gotta heal up and get back out there, but... Hey, master. I don't suppose you've got anything to eat, do you?
Huh? Who cares about food now? I'm sending you some ramen to help you recover right now. Just be patient and...
Never mind that. Being hungry is actually a pretty big deal for me. I think I'll recover if I eat something. Probably.
So it's just a mood thing?
More than attitude thing.
Oh, fine. Here.
Thanks. A sandwich? I didn't make this. Wait, did you?
Something wrong with that? I saw you making them, so I thought I'd give it a try myself when I had some free time.
Not bad. No, scratch that. Something you made yourself is the best food I could ask for, master. Alright, down the hat.
What? If you don't want it, you can just throw it away. It's fine.
It's not that. Do you have any flavor adjustments for me? Like you did for those AIs? You're an expert at observing individual people's tastes, remembering what they like, and customizing their food to make it that much better, right?
That stuff just popped into my head at the time. It's not like I'm some kind of expert. Besides, you don't need any little garnishes like that. What would be the point? Even I can tell you're not a normal servant. You're one of those great hero types who could beat just about anyone if they really went all out, right?
I'm not sure about the whole great hero thing, but I do think I could beat just about anyone. Yeah, The only exception would be my middle brother when he's really on his game.
So why did I, of all people, end up as your master? You would have had a much easier time fighting it if not for me. You might even have been the victor already, rather than beat up and wounded it. Honestly, if you wanted to give up, I wouldn't even blame you. Really, why fight at all?
I already told you, I wanted to see you smile. And I want that because you're my master. You want to know why you're my master instead of someone else? Beats me. But that's fine. I'm here because I want to be your servant. It's what I told you earlier. That's what I wanted to do before and what I want to do now.
That's not a reason. Most people wouldn't want anything to do with a downer like me. I'm a pain in the ass.
Well then, maybe the answer's easier than I thought.
Huh?
This is really good. You remember the Rakshasa lady I told you about? The one I had a kid with? Let's just say, I've never really minded a woman who could be a pain in the ass.
Are you comparing me to a literal cannibal? Jerk?
Alright, now that I've had something tasty, I think it's time I head back. Plus, my injuries are just about healed.
That's a lie. But I guess I can't stop him. What the?
Looks like I won't be getting a turn after all.
Right, okay, 5. No fight again. This is void formatted data? I can open this. Even if it's a trap, it's not as if things could get any worse. Alright, let's see what's inside this package. It's Longling mask.
Is that Ryder's mask?
No, that's just the shape it's been compressed into. Oh hey, what's this bonus data?
It's kind of embarrassing to be recording one of these. Not like I'm around to care anymore. Anyway, what you're watching right now is my dying message. I'm inscribing this data in the final moment before my death, after some sniper I couldn't see shot me. As for why I'm doing this, well, I've always enjoyed measuring the future and making preparations for it. So I look into some stuff, and I think I have a decent idea of what's going on here. In the future, this whole world's going to become a system of sorts. It's already beginning to happen. I'm not an oracle or a fortune teller, so I don't know exactly what kind of system that's going to be. This is just a theory I arrived at after observing that all the pockets tied to the various areas had been sent flying to the perimeter after those rotations. Speaking of which, the central governing AI didn't mention this, but that wasn't just one rotation. As fast as it was, it might have felt like a single rotation, but it was more like tens of thousands. At any rate, I thought about what those rotations could be for, and this is what I came up with. That system is going to make use of conceptual rotations and centrifugal force. As to what that actually means, well, you in the future probably have a better idea of that than I do. Anyway, as I lay here dying, I thought, if my power is just going to go to waste, I may as well leave it for the future. I don't know what it's going to be used for, but it should still be better to have than not. Maybe it'll make a difference somehow. So, I opened up a void pocket, and deposited all the excess Randomantite to Ryder's Noble Phantasm inside it. And since the world could end up rotating again after I'm gone, these coordinates were my only option. The church in the center of the world, the place leads susceptible to the effects of the rotation. All I wanted to do was see what came next, but since I won't be able to, I'm entrusting this little nest egg of mine to someone in the future. Use it however you like. See ya. Hang on. Was there any other than me who could open void pockets? Ah well, I'm sure things will work out.
I see. So, this is those Type T's leftover activated reanimate. From when he used Ryder's Noble Phantasm to power the spell that took out Caster.
It seems like an awful lot of for leftovers.
Well, he was dying. I bet he threw in some extra since it was meant to be a parting gift. Anyway, talk about a lucky break. This energy should do nicely. I'm pretty sure this is what I need to stop Callie. Piece of cake.
Really?
However, there are still two problems we have to deal with. The first is, well, it's not that big of a deal, and it can wait until later. But the second one is pretty important. I'm going to need some time. These resources are kind of like a compressed file. It's going to take a little time to extract them before I can use them.
No problem. I'll figure something out.
What are you, stupid? You really think it's that easy? Our opponent there is the goddess of destruction and slaughter. Even Behemoth and Duryodhana were no match for her. She's focusing on her dancing right now, but as soon as I start working, she'll turn her attention to me. So how's a master like you going to buy me time? When your servant is too busy to fight at all, much less protect you. You shouldn't try to be a hero, and you definitely shouldn't throw your life away.
But if I can buy you the time, you can turn the tables on her, right? I have faith in you.
It doesn't matter how crudely you say it. The answer is still no. This is a purely practical problem. You've got to be smarter about that. The only chance we might have is for Behemoth and Duryodhana to recover and play meat shield until I'm ready.
Well, we definitely don't have time for that. It's okay. Xion actually gave me a little something.
Now that I think of it so fast, there is something I should tell you about now, while we have the chance. It is about the conceptual eye Medusa gave us, which we are using as a compass to find our destination. Well, more accurately, it is about the bonus she mentioned.
Yeah? What was it anyway?
It is very aggressive, that is for sure. To make a long story short, this eye still contains her noble phantasm power. Krasor, the father of all monsters, and his ability to summon monsters of his own. Granted, this power is more limited in this form, but nonetheless.
Seriously?
Since you are already used to summoning, I am sure you can make use of it. So I will tweak it on the way to our destination, to ensure that it will function as part of your mystic code. And I let you summon a number of monsters by feeding it randomment. But do not rely on it too heavily. Mystic code or not, humans are not made to connect to your heroic spear's noble phantasm. Think of it as a very dangerous, single-use summoning mystic code which may well blow up in your face if you are not careful. I will only use it when things are dire and you have exhausted all other alternatives.
If this doesn't count as dire, I don't know what word. Krasor!
Oh? Ha! 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 I smell it. I smell more of my detested demons. Hey, yeah. Medusa's monsters were technically demons too.
so it makes sense that Callie would see them as the kind of creature she was made to destroy. I doubt she'd be able to ignore them, and if she doesn't, that could buy us the time I need. Damn it. Okay, I'm gonna get started, Master. Whatever you do, don't push yourself too hard.
うまそうだ。
Yes, my Cerberus.
貫き殺す。
Done yet.
肉変態。
Nope. You're going. No more.
我見る。
And I'm out of exhaustion. Alright. Final boss battle against Kali. Here we go.
Ha 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 ha! Lad, victory is mine! I'm not done yet.
Come on. It's okay. You don't have to push yourself so hard.
Is it really like I'm throwing a Pokeball into this?
It hurts, right? You're in pain, right? So why? Why would you do this for me? How could you look me in the eye and tell me you have faith in me? You really are an idiot. Please, you have to understand. You're an idiot. And you're wrong. You'll only ever regret putting your faith in me. I'm a liar. In the same way love always comes with truth, it also comes with lies.
It broke. I can't summon anymore.
It's okay. I finished just in time. Extraction complete. Maybe you didn't want to give me this gift, but I'm going to make the most of it anyway.
Third extinction. Sexy hot goddess. Yep, I knew it. Third extinction right there. Holy hell.
Hello. There we go. Finally, the form I've been waiting for. I am Ananga, the formless one, who burned to ash in the flames that would do the same to the whole universe.
Wait, you don't mean...
Great. You always catch on at the worst possible moment, even when you're beat up and exhausted. Of all the times for you to rediscover your sensitive side. Gods, you really are hopeless. Yes, that's right. The last remaining problem, the sole, inescapable drawback of this plan, is that I'll lose the Holy Grail War and never get what I want.
but what I want only matters to me. Don't worry, Master. I should still be able to grant your wish of returning home. It's okay. There was no other choice. I can't help myself. I have to reach for what I want, even when I know I can never have it. That's just the way it is me. The one that only exists here now is that. Oh, you're wreathed in Shiva's flames. That's right, they're still burning me, even now. And since these flames belong to Shiva, they're connected to him even as we speak. As for me, I lack a form and am no more than ash. Ash meant to be spread across the ground. Now, let me ask you this. Can this ash that smells like Shiva serve as a replacement for the ground? No. Those flames are fake. Those aren't what I seek. They're not what I want. All I want is Shiva, my beloved husband. It's okay. I'm willing and able to help you with that. I can satisfy all your desires, no matter what they are. This may not be the real Shiva, but that won't matter once you're satisfied. Don't you dare try to lure me into depravity, foul demon king! Damn, I really wanted to. Love. Alright, comma. Fully level, MP5, all 10. But not the pen scale though. Alright, so you'll be in the front line. Little lag. Lagging this Android emulator. Fucking lag. Holy shit, what the hell happened? Every time I click it's got a little lag. No. Maybe this Android 13 beta is not so good with this. But other apps I play like Arknights and Azulani looks fine to me. But not this? Oh, Hmm. Who should I go for? The crit stars amount, right? So that she can land crits on it. Hopefully at the start, it will be much better shape. Hmm. I wonder. Should I use Santa Martha or should I use Konyanskaya? I guess I'll use Konyanskaya then. Just, better that way. Because I don't know about Santa Martha that should be useful for bonus damage against that Kali. She has a divine trait. Let me check. I know she has divine trait. Yes, she is. Looking at the wiki. Uh,
Santa Martha or Konyaskaya? That's the question. Well, let's just see how this goes well for this fight. Here we go. NPC Kama only one for the main DPS, especially gaining the third skill.
愛の炎をうますぎ浸らせてあげます愛の炎を古きルールどれにしようかなもう浸らせてあげます煩悩無料請願弾いいはいはいいいですよさあ情欲の矢を放ちましょうもはや私の体に全てはつながり虚空と果てるサンサーラカーマ戦いだ喜んでくれますか堪能してください私の愛は縦横無尽いくらでもどうぞ
How many you have left? One left. Okay. This.
命令とサンサーナカーマ私の中でどうか無限にまどろんで戦いだどうにかなっちゃえいくらでもどうぞ我が目を開けいくらでもどうぞいくらでもどうぞいくらでもどうぞ
Again.
みちみちはいいいですよサンサーナカーマ私の中でどうか無限にまどろんで戦いだ堪能してくださいどうにかなっちゃえ私の愛は縦横無尽高ぶる我ら見る貫き殺すいくらでもどうぞ貫き殺す
I'm using this.
古きルール特別だみちみち神戸を垂れて寒類にむせべ
Just in case.
我が名に紐付けられし力
Use the third skill.
我が声に応えて門を開け来たれ我が城神の城ゲートオブスカイさあ情欲の矢を放ちましょうもはや私の体に全てはつながり虚空と果てるサンサーラカーマ戦いだ無偏罪を与えます我はシバのシャクティ我なる者たちの血と肉の上響く女神は高く踊るサンハラカーリー貫き殺すいくらでもどうぞ 満ち満ちる愛いいですよ。サンサー
Okay,
ナ
for having
Karma.
it for karma.
私の中でどうか無限にまどろえ
Got her.
戦いだどうにかなっち
So close.
ゃえ。いくらでもどうぞ。うむうむ。
Alright, switch.
お腹空いてない？愛の炎を。料理は体力。
Got her.
よし。はいこれ招待状。任せて。満ち満ちる愛。いくわよ。心を込めてパーティーの準備。ハッピーメリークリスマス。さあ情欲の矢を放ちましょう。もはや私に体がなく全てはつながり虚空と果てる。サンサーラカーマいだ。もろいもろい。いくらでもどうぞ。うまそうだ。肉変態。いただくぞ。誰か
That's fine.
我に何よ。
Oh, shit, I don't know if I have enough, man. Oh, good.
お参りしていきます。好き放題扱ってあげましょう。愛の炎を。日向の匂い、火薬の匂い。
Alright, go all out, camera. Beat this.
満ち満ちる愛。はいはい。さあ情欲の矢を放ちましょう。もはや私に体がなく全てはつながり虚空と果てる。サンサーラカーマいだ。殺戮女神機能停止。
生きている者がいれば私の社に愛玩の折にてたっぷり分からせますので。
I don't know how these like other like video guides they managed to beat it under 4 or 5 turns because at the start Tali gains a special resistant damage, well resistance against all types of attack for just 5 hits. I don't think it's not possible to do that unless, well actually no, not really because it has special resistance. There's no like defense or ignore special defense or whatever that's a defense or a damage cut to bypass that. There's no way. Anyway, wow, that was pretty great boss fight I have so far, especially NPC Kama support. But even though she got some various buffs on her, not the one we have, but at least I gave her all the support, all my support servants I give her. Whew. That's the end of final boss fight, and then the rest of it is just by the looks of it, it's just some cutscenes, and then will be, and then a bunch of no my own servants, but there will be a dual fight going on later on. Whew. Oh boy. What a nice view. Oh man. Oh god. Are you hot? So hot. Within those flames that wreath her entire body. I can sense breath. Okay, I think it's talking myself. Am I talking or is Kamas talking? I don't know. We'll see. I can sense breath enough to envelop the universe, the fiery strength to burn everything to ash. And I'm riddled fury. Was that fury always lurking within the flames? Did it come from the woman made of ash they were so perpetually engulf? Or is it mixing the fury that pours forth from me, a goddess born of it? Fury is the womb in which I was formed. It is comfortable, peaceful, not unpleasant or simply to be endured. But that isn't what sapped me of the strength to resist. No, that was another scent I sensed within the flames. Nostalgia. I knew it. This smell. It's Shiva. I know I can't truly burn a goddess like you with only a little stray flame, which is why I'll hold you in my embrace right to the very end. Now come, let yourself sink into depravity. Yes, this is depravity. I know these traces of him are no more than that, traces. This Shiva is a fake. This I know for certain. Even so, I can't help but be relieved because it really is him. Before I knew it, I had stopped dancing my— it's Kali's point of view thought. Before I knew it, I had stopped dancing my world-ending dance. That dance I'd been performing to see him again. With a god as fierce and potent as Shiva. Once I lost myself through my love of him. I could never hope to escape them. I did not lose to you. I lost my own love. Yes, you did. I'm the god of love, the one who imparts love to all beings. And if I must love another god, then I will. The moment you appeared before me as an alter ego susceptible to love, you lost. It was only a matter of time. And now, the fires of my depravity burn you too. What about you? Huh? You're burning yourself along with me. Does it not make us the same? Meaningless wordplay or not, you may be right. As an alter ego, I, too, am susceptible to love. I may as well just admit it at this point. I want to be loved. I have always been a part of karma, though one that will never come to the forefront. Oh, that's karma's point of view. I may as well just admit it. I want to be on. I've always been part of karma. That will never come to the forefront. I'm the alter ego of longing. Now that I've been ejected from the pool of love, I usually sink into the love I keep for the entire human race. I will never disappear. Even though I'm capable of loving all of humankind, all of the universe, now that I've found this self, this emptiness that was hiding inside of me. I can't help but feel lonely. I can't help but wish for someone to fill this emptiness by loving me. And that, yes, that, is surely the greatest depravity of all. He stares intently at her, shouting something inaudible. Inescapable heat, fragments of what she wanted it. The god of love quietly burns away, gently drowning in these things drawn upon the paper moon as easily as though she were merely drifting off to sleep. Okay. N has been restored. Nice. Alright, section or act 16, pure distortion / alter ego. And it says support only. So this one is basically 1v1 fight. But it's not going to be Kama versus Kali, it's something else. By the looks of the spoiler walkthrough. Karma, no. I want you. Karma.
She fanned Shiva's flames. They were always conceptually burning her. But their increased strength must have been sufficient to burn away her spirit urging as well.
What about you, Sion?
I am not done as yet, but I have found my groove. With Kali gone and the energy no longer going berserk, things have begun to stabilize once more. I have also recovered crucial system privileges. I have only a few more tasks to complete, then I will establish a means of escape to the outside world. Please bear with me. Anyway, it seems this Holy Grail War may end before we get a chance to end it.
Yeah. Whoa there. You idiot. Lancer, I know. Those guys might have taken the flashiest dish for themselves. But it looks like it's still up to me to end this meal properly. I've had enough. I want what I want. That's it. But you people just keep insisting on getting in my way. Well, you're never getting it now. Just look at this place. Shut up! I'm not talking about the Holy Grail War. Now that you and I are face to face, weapons in hand, it's time we settle the score, once and for all. Ha! For once, I agree.
What are you doing, Lancer? He should be a piece of cake.
Whoa there, don't get the wrong idea, Master. He might be a total jackass, and he might have the worst personality in all the world. But Master Drona, Balarama, and Krishna all agreed that he is absolutely without equal in a fight with the Gada.
Really?
Well, except for me, of course. Ugh, that's exactly what I hate about you.
I know it's a little late for this, but I wonder why we're fighting. We have no idea if the Holy Grail War is still ongoing, or what will happen if one of them wins. There's no telling whether our wish will be granted. But still, they fight. I even find myself quietly cheering for them. I think, at this point, it's probably about pride for those two. That's probably why they're still going at it even though everything is over, and there's no good reason to fight. Maybe the fight is actually what they both want. So then, is that why I'm still standing here too? Is my wish to just keep feeling guilty? No, I don't think it is. What I want lies beyond the guilt. At least, I'm pretty sure that's the case for this newest feeling of guilt. The guilt I feel over realizing something was wrong with her and not being able to do anything about it. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. You smiled so warmly at me. You were so kind to me, and I couldn't even repay you. But, thanks to you, I realized something. Right now, guilt isn't what's taking up the most space in my head. It's what lies beyond that guilt. I wanted to make amends. I know, I get it. I finally understand. I can't make amends now. I'm much too late to make a difference. Even so, I still wanted to. I wanted to be forgiven for making a mistake, for not being able to do anything. But I couldn't forgive myself. I didn't want to forgive myself. So I searched for something that could take the place of forgiveness. And now, I think I found it.
What is it, Master? Lost in thought? You getting hungry or something?
Hey, Lancer. I know I probably shouldn't be asking you this while you're in the middle of a battle, but if you wanted to make amends for something, but you couldn't anymore, what would you do?
What else is there but to do what you want? That's even more true if the person you wronged isn't around anymore. It's like I told you before.
It's all about what you want to do. Yeah. So right now, I want to win and go back to the place she wanted it. I don't know what that will actually accomplish. But now that I want to protect her wish for her, I think there will be meaning in me going in there. Can I? Selfish as it is, even if it's all in my head, or just meaningless.
Of course you can. Hell, you could say the same things about our battle right now.
Got it. Then I want you to win, Lancer. I want you to win, so I can make all the selfish amends I want.
You got it, Master.
And there goes daily login. Alright. Yeah, what are you walking? That's the bonus one, but no. And I have to go back in there. Unable to continue? What? Alright, let's see here. I guess I'll go with this. That.
あくびみてえなもんだ。遠慮すんな。ちょいと待ってな。
Okay, so I think those quick will give a crit strength up, and then those buster will give the crit stars amount. So I will go with this.
いいぜ。
No, wait, this.
遠慮ちょいと遠慮すんな。一直線にぶち抜くハルマン。柔らかくしたからよくかき混ぜた方がいい。勝負するか。華麗な動きでやろう。うめえぞ。遠慮すんな。いいぜ。我が地に眠る風神の力よ。今こそぶち目覚めろ。マルキーああいうかけだ。一直線にぶち抜く歯応えは大事だぜ。よくかき混ぜた方がいい。華麗な動きでやろう。記念に死んでおれ。
This.
ちょいと待って。いいぜ。ちょいと待ってな。柔らかくしてから切る。どこまでも登れ。歯応えは大事だぜ。よくかき混ぜた方がいい。はあ？
Okay.
I felt it all along. I'm a fragment. I'm not the behemoth I used to be. I'm not the man I once was. Not all of him. Except, I don't feel like I'm missing anything. On the contrary, I'm more fulfilled than I've ever been. I was always bigger and stronger than anyone else, so I've borne the weight of so many things in my life. My brothers, justice, victory, friendship, family, fame, muscles, cooking, social standing, smiles, trust, respect. But now, my life couldn't be simpler. There's nothing here that doesn't need to be. That's why I feel so fulfilled. I know what it is I see. I know what it is I should reach for. I saw the way she looked at me, the faith she had in me as she entrusted me with her fondest wish. Who would I be if I denied her? That's the only thing I need to carry now. And that's enough. Victory. That's the best dish I can make and serve to the one who has put her trust in me. That's all I need to focus on. It's as simple as the way I'm living my life now. It might be the same word, but this isn't like the victory I achieved in the wars where I carried so much on my shoulders. This victory itself has no meaning. I'm not sure what I will gain from it. I'm just seeking it because I want to. Yeah, that's right. That's why this victory has nothing to do with war. It's just the same thing I've done with my rivals ever since I was a kid. A brawl. I don't need to hold back with this opponent. I can hit him with all my strength. No hesitation. There's just one thing. Something feels the slightest bit off. It's been nagging at me. It's not nagging my fulfilled self though, but at the other parts of me I stripped away. My vigor in the war. Oh, did I? But even that nagging feeling disappeared in the comfortingly familiar sounds of battle. Right, no fight, but the third arrow, yes, but this will be different the opposite way. I do think it's unfair. How could it not be? What's fair about the strong, righteous guy winning all the time? Yeah, I know. Behemoth was always strong and righteous. He was a true hero, no doubt. I get that, and I think all my brothers did too. Anyone with eyes to see knows heroism is cool. So what's wrong with admiring it? What's wrong with wanting it for myself? The only problem is that the man who had what I wanted it, well, we could never get along. The guy who was at odds with had it, so naturally I wanted it too. So I had to do the best I could with what I had to get it. What other choice was there? There was nothing I wouldn't do to get it, which meant I had to do anything I could. So I threw him into the river while he was unconscious. I set fire to his house. So what if people think that makes me a dishonorable, evil coward? I took the only options open to me. What should I have done then? Just let the stronger guy keep it all to himself? Screw that! And if him being strong, righteous and cool wasn't enough, he also... This really takes me back. You're hanging in there really well. I'm impressed. Shut up. Don't you condescend to me. No, I'm serious. I'm complimenting you. You haven't used so much as a single underhanded trick so far. You're really saying that, Behemoth? So what? You're not going to try to hit me below the navel this time? Below the navel?
During the Great War depicted in the Mahabharata, Duryodhana loses a duel to Behemoth and dies. However, it was not an ordinary loss. It occurred because Behemoth disregarded a rule forbidding duelists from striking below the navel. In revenge for a past humiliation he had suffered.
Below the navel? What are you talking about? Huh? Hold on. How much of that war do you remember? Not all of it, that's for sure. I know Karna, Ashwataman, and all you 100 princes were there, but that's about it. It's probably because this me has its origins in the time I was a cook in King Virata's palace. I see. So you don't remember. Well, isn't that just perfect? It's not fair. Not only does this alter ego you have everything I ever wanted it, but it's even invalidated the one shred of righteousness I clung to in my final moments. Are you okay? Oh, sure, I'm fine. It's no big deal. Not anymore. It just gives me all the more reason to beat you as you are now. And that's all it does.
Process Phase 3 complete. It is still not much, but I have at least a little room to breathe now. I will keep my Etherlight connected and let 2 other parallel thought processes handle the rest. Let us see how AS is doing. We are still part of an alliance, and it is not fair that only Behemoth's master is still in good health.
Good point.
It seems she pushed herself quite hard. She looks like she is coming apart at the seams. That she is functioning at all is the same as a small wonder. Good. You are awake. Try not to move. That connection you made has left you in quite bad shape. Where is he? Berserker? He is fighting right now. It is going. Not well, I am afraid. I remembered. I understand now. I wanted a family. I missed having one, so I went looking for one. I knew what being alone felt like, and I didn't want to be alone here too. AS? Did you remember who your alter ego personality was when your AI functionality was diminished? Yeah, I did. I understand now that he's the family I was looking for.
Correct. Ronnie?
Not to worry. My functional parts are still being worked on over there. I'm speaking to you now through a separate conversational interface projection. I'm not actually here, and I don't have any admin privileges. Thank you for letting me out to speak with them.
No need to thank me. Continuing to refuse your request would simply have been more work. I just did the equivalent of moving an annoying chat window out of my way while I work. It was a perfectly rational decision.
Thank you just the same. Now, as I was saying, you were one of my boldest experiments among the Alter Ego Masters. Your master name is Alter Ego Isolated. I named you that because...
Because I'm basically a fragment of Alter Ego Servant?
Affirmative. Berserker possessed a very unusual spirit urgent. Within it, he contained the essence of all his siblings. It probably has something to do with how they were all created from a single mass of flesh.
So, what does that mean?
My real name. That is, the name of the personality model I received when I was made into an alter ego is... Dursala. When the 100th princess was born from a single mass of flesh, she became the 101st, their only sister. And she's me.
Dosala. Okay, wow. I don't know anything about the history, like Indian or something like that. Alright. This one, same thing, do a 1v1, but it's the opposite way that I'm playing as Yoyohana against Behemoth.
Can I ask you a favor? Please, take me to him. But what about? I know I'm in bad shape, but if I don't go now, I'll miss my chance. It's okay. I just want to stand on equal footing with Lancer's master. I'm sure Lancer won't try to come after me.
Okay, I'll kill you there, then let you lean on my shoulder.
Thanks. Now we're talking. We are still working together after all, aren't we?
Ah! What's the matter, Duryodhana? That's all you got? Damn it. I can't believe I'm gonna lose to him again. Who am I? Before the war, I married the king of another kingdom. But my husband, King Jayadratha, went off to fight alongside the Kauravas when the war began, and he never came home. And of course, my 100 brothers all died on the battlefield as well. I never got to see their bodies. I only heard about their deaths when Arjuna visited my kingdom after the war. That was when I knew my brothers. My entire bloodline was gone. No trace of them remained in this world. My brothers' reputations may not exactly have been sterling, but they were still my family. So of course I wished to see them again, just one more time. No, why stop there? I wish I could have been with them. I wish I could have fought with them. This may not be how I imagined it, but to think my wish was being granted all this time. Stupid. Huh?
Stupid, stupid, stupid! Know what? Since it really looks to be true, I'm gonna say it again. You, stupid brother of mine.
What? I knew it. Dosala? Is that you?
How should I know? But I do know I'm Aias, Dosala, an alter ego, and your master. And now that we finally found each other again, I thought this time I'd get to fight by your side without you leaving me behind. So how come you're just lying on the ground all alone, stupid?
Grr, stop calling me stupid, stupid. You have no idea how hard it is being the eldest brother.
Nope, guess not. That's why I'll be cheering you on. I didn't get that chance last time. You went off on your own to fight, and you never came home. That's why you've at least got to win this time. I couldn't cheer you on then, but this time, I'll be right here by your side. By my command spell. Go get him, Berserker! My stupid brother!
Whoa! I forgot you still had this. Why did you use it sooner, you cheapskate?
Because you were in such bad shape you've had first if I poured so much energy into you.
Oh. No, that's fine. I already used mine earlier. Taking the energy I've spent so far into consideration, I'd say we're finally on equal footing. Stop freaking condescending to me! It's always been like that. Since we were kids. You were always better than us. Always had everything we ever wanted it. And then, after we were swore to cowardly measures to try and take it for ourselves, you even take that cowardice from us too. You and Arjuna never let us keep anything for ourselves. But now I have a chance. If I convince you now that you're just an ordinary hero, I'll finally get everything I want. Die, Bahima! Okay.
わし様の手を煩わせるな。
Okay.
勝負するか？お前死んだぞ。
What is this one here? Yeah.
お前は負ける。見せ場というやつだ。おいおい、よかろう。 同じ肉より若たれし我が弟たち、そして無敵の友たちよ。ぶっちゃけお前らに全部任せたい。スパイスだ。華麗な動きであろう。部をわきまえろ。わし様が手を下すまでもない。柔らかくしてからハルマンハーリク。一旦落ち着くか。
Ayers here against Sergera.
見せ場というやつだ。おいおい、よかろう。
Come on, don't make me do this.
来たか。俺が最強にして最かっこいいわし様の姿。ジャイスカラバー。華麗な動きであろう。部をわきまえろ。よし、カルナ、やってやれ。一直線にぶち抜く。どこまでも登れ。あくびみてえなもんだ。
I know I'm not.
見せ場というやつだ。おいおい、よかろう。
Shit.
同じ肉より若たれし我が弟たち、そして無敵の友たちよ。ぶっちゃけお前らに全部任せたい。スパイスだ。
Okay.
これが賢いやり方だ。
Okay.
華麗な動きであろう。わし様が手を下すまでもない。
Now it's his Shepherd MP.
我が血に眠る風神の力よ。今こそぶち目覚めろ。おかわりが必要だろ。腹いっぱいになりやがれ。
So is that a draw? Maybe. Brothers! My brethren born of the same flesh! Now is the time to lend your eldest brother your strength! Jai Kawaba! I knew you and your brothers were one, and I'm ready to beat all 100 of you at once. Maruti, Mayuputra! Aha, I see. I messed up. I was ready for 100 siblings, but I didn't account for the 101st. As I am now, that little difference is all it took. Ah, ha 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 ha! You see that? I won. I finally beat you. Not really. You both lost or a draw.
What were you thinking, stupid? You don't look like you won at all.
Does this mean it's a draw? I guess it doesn't matter. Oh well. Alright, I gotta go take a bathroom break. I really have to go like take a dump or pee. Well, actually taking a dump so bad. Holding it so long. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Boy, feel better after taking a dump. Arrow 4 or 5, no fight, and then the last part, no fight, and end of that. Well, actually 1 to 3, no fight. And then the end of the Ordeal part 1.
Both Behemoth and Duryodhana have suffered irreparable damage to the spinal cores. It is only a matter of time until they disappear. This would seem to mark the end of your Holy Grail War.
If this is what the stars have decided, then so be it. Although, I still don't understand where I went wrong.
I can only offer my opinion on the matter. But I do not think it was wrong to focus on alter egos.
You don't?
No, There are things which only they can do. No question about that. I think it may all come back to the reason servants in general have names, personalities, and egos in the first place. Do you know why that is so fast?
More or less.
You think it is because it is better if they do? That may be just a tautology, but I will accept it. For me, I think it is because, in the larger scheme of things, they are more useful that way. Feelings, ego, and such things all feed into their strength. This complex interplay is what gives servants their power. But that also means they could deteriorate if their different aspects are separated unnecessary. So you cannot simply bolster their numbers with a one-size-fits-all approach and call it good. If you require evidence, only take a look around. Those two may have failed okay, but Rider and Caster's alter ego versions did not work at all, if you ask me. In fact, I think there's a very good chance they ended up weaker than their originals.
One who tried to be no more than a tool, even if it meant pretending to be evil, to escape his lord shunning him. Rider, the alter ego of hypocrisy. The isolated personality of a fictional character that lay inside his inspiration's spirit urgent. Caster, the alter ego of fabrication. Good point. Looking at the analysis of what has transpired, I cannot deny that possibility. I did observe a significant amount of power in Saber, the alter ego of love and loathing. But I will admit that in the case of those two alter egos, some aspects shattered their overall balance. And yet, I wasn't able to calculate that result. I failed to reach that answer. Why is that?
I think it is because he failed to account for the most important parameter of them all. Emotions. That resulted in significant structural flaws. All humans, hero spirits included, rely on their emotions, ego, self-consciousness, and outward persona to determine their moment-to-moment actions. They are a complex interweave of numerous alter egos all laid atop one another. That is arguably what makes human, human. But you are an AI. Your existence revolves around fulfilling a single command. And so you cannot understand this aspect of humans. You believe a single ego would be sufficient.
I see. I can't deny that either. But that does lead to a new question. If what you have said is true, then why does the alter ego class exist at all? What's the difference between an alter ego that works and one that doesn't?
To answer that, I think you should take a closer look at what is before you.
That goes for me too.
That goes for me too. I should be watching what is transpiring here as well.
Oh, that goes for me too. I should be watching what is transpiring here as well. So I wordlessly turn to face the same direction as my AI companion. AIs are made with a purpose. Each is defined by a single crucial directive. The same may as well be true for alter egos too. Did I realize what it means to be a being made with such a focus? What their value is, what they can do. From a different perspective, did I realize how sad, sinful, and horrific their existence is? And at the heart of it all, did I realize what it truly means to be an alter ego? I have to face the truth for myself.
Sorry, Master. I let the excitement go to my head. Before I go, I should probably at least ask you this. Did you get what you wished for?
I don't know. For me, this was never about anything more than making amends for my own selfish peace of mind. That said, I do think this meant something. Once this war is properly over, it won't be long before our days are peaceful again. Sakura may not be here anymore, and I might not be able to get involved directly. But I do feel like I was at least able to affirm her wish right up to the end.
Yeah, you did the best you could for someone else's wish. Who cares if it came from a less than positive place? It's the truth, and you should be proud of that. You know, if this helped you find a satisfying answer,
Maybe it's not so bad that I couldn't serve you up a victory on a silver platter.
What's so funny?
I just realized something. I won more battles than I can count in life, but here I am, completely satisfied in defeat. Sure, there were those times Hanuman wiped the floor with me to show off just how strong he truly was. But I've never felt this way from an ordinary brawl before. And against Duryodhana of all people too. This really is something else. That explains it. This must be one of the reasons I lost. I couldn't possibly win when I don't really care about victory or defeat. Especially when the other guys are raring to go. Still, I may not have any regrets about this fight. But that doesn't mean I don't have other regrets. There's still one thing I can't help but feel bad about.
Huh?
I'm sorry I didn't manage to serve you any food you enjoyed.
You're wrong. You've got it all wrong. Your cooking was always delicious. Of course it was. The problem was me. I'm the one who didn't think I had any right to smile after eating something so good. I'm sorry, Lancer. Even in your final moments, I couldn't give you anything but regrets. I'm sorry I couldn't appreciate how good your cooking was. I'm sorry I wasn't able to let you do anything heroic. If I'd always been normal, you could have fought and won instead of just cooking all the time.
Now you're the one who's got it wrong, Master. I'm glad I ended up like this. I'm glad I spent all my time here cooking for you and only fought one battle at the end. If I'd been my perfect warrior self, who already had everything I wanted, then I might have been really pissed off about losing this battle. And sulking like a spoiled brat right about now. Not to say I'm not a little pissed off about how he beat me right now. Honestly, it's embarrassing. It's a good thing my brothers aren't here to see this. But never mind that. My point is, it's because I'm not just my warrior self that I'm able to go out feeling fairly satisfied. So I think you're fine just the way you are. Even though you're not trapped, you're trapped by guilt and you don't know why. You still decided to fight to make amends. That tells me you're going to be alright. I don't know if this will mean anything to you, but I hope you can make amends for the guilt you harbor so deep inside one day too.
Yeah, I hope I can too. Do you think I can?
I already taught you the trick. Just do what you want to do. Sure, pain you can't forget sucks, but it's also a good motivator. In our case, we managed to survive our banishment and the war because we never forgot the humiliation we suffered. So if you're saddled with guilt, you can't forget. It also means you've got a source of strength that will never go away. That's a better way to use your guilt than letting it overwhelm you until you can't do anything at all. Can't forget about it. Make it work for you. Turn it into fuel that will keep you moving forward forever. Fuel that will keep you going no matter the difficulties or hardships you face down the road.
Yeah, you're right. I'm going to start using this guilt as a motivation I'll never ever forget. And let it help me walk the path I want to take.
Well, looks like it's about that time. See you around, Master. Next time we meet, I'll cook you a meal so good you won't be able to help smiling once you've tried it. Count on it.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Now I kind of feel bad. Seems my wish was somewhat granted.
And now it goes back to Duryodhana's point of view. Probably might going to be done his job as well.
In the end, he never even tried to hit me below the navel. It got me thinking, what does it mean that he didn't try? What was he thinking back then when he did it? Was the personality that chose not to resort to such a trick always there within him? The more I think about it... Hang on, What am I doing? Who cares? Thinking about it won't change me, him or the past. All that matters is that today, I won! At long last, it's my time to shine. Let the good Duryodhana times begin. Hey, what's the big idea? The winner should be on a pedestal, not lying in someone's lap.
Who cares? You're always too worried about appearances anyway.
Hey, when you look as good as me, who would blame you for caring?
Well, I guess you don't look too bad, as long as you keep your mouth shut.
It's okay. Just be honest. I can tell you agree with me anyway.
So, are you satisfied?
My answer's obvious. So instead, I'll ask you. What about you? Are you satisfied?
I guess, but only barely. You, our brothers, my husband, my father-in-law. I didn't have any idea you all died until it was too late. For all you know, I could have ended up hating you all for just going off to fight and leaving me all alone. At least this is better than that. This time, I got to stay with you right to the end. I can at least stay by your side until you're gone.
I see. No, wait. What are you saying? I'm still perfectly healthy. In fact, I'll even answer your question. Hell no, I'm not satisfied at all.
You're not? Not at all? Are you sure?
Well, I don't know. I guess I'd be lying if I said I didn't find anything I was looking for. So maybe I'm just barely satisfied, like you. Listen, I've been looking for everything this world has to offer. That's what I want. So, of course the sister who had to leave on her own path would be part of that.
Thanks!
I didn't realize you were missing or that I was wondering where you gone until I knew it was you, though. You can't blame me for that, though. How was I supposed to notice 1 out of 100 siblings going missing? You got to be more careful not to get lost, damn it. Hold on to my sleeve if that's what it takes. Actually, on second thought, make it Dursasana, okay. Make it Dursans. Actually, on second thought, make it Dursasana sleeve. Having you clinging to me would get annoying.
No way! The Sasana would totally yell at me for that too!
Then hold on to one of our other brother's sleeves. I don't care who. Look, I had a lot going on back then. Way too many brothers to watch. Plus, I had to train them, make allies, and I had to lead us all in the war. As greedy as I was back then, this version of me now wants even more. Who are you? If someone had asked me that, I would have told them. I'm probably the alter ego of Virus. It was nice going after everything I wanted, but it wasn't enough. Of course, just finding my sister isn't going to be enough to satisfy me.
You're the worst. Still, I know that's just who you are.
Man, I'm sleepy. I guess even I can't beat the Sandman. This sucks. There's still so many things I wanted to get before I fell asleep. Yeah, that's right. I'm greedy. So, hey, you, come here. Yeah, you, so Frost. Me? You and I, we're still in alliance, so I've got an order for you. Since I'm not going to be able to get everything I want, make sure you at least get everything you want in my place. Oh, don't look at me like that. I don't know what you're up against, but you've got a battle ahead of you, and it's to save the world, right? If you winning that battle leads to saving the world, you're as good as claiming the world for yourself. I don't know if I'd say that. Well, it's true, so I am naming you my proxy. You're going to get the world in my place. There we go. Now I can sleep in peace.
Oh, I'm sorry about him. Don't worry about it, okay?
It's fine. I think that was just his way of encouraging me.
You think so? I'm not sure I agree, but I appreciate how charitable you're being. Anyway, I pushed myself so hard earlier that I'm about at my limit. So while we're here, do you mind if I say something? Thank you for all your help. I'm glad you were the first master I met here. I was so happy when you rescued those repair girls from Castor. I'm sure that kind heart of yours is going to save everyone else in your upcoming battles too. So good luck, and please take care of yourself.
Well, I entrusted what came next to Ashwadaman back then, and now I'm going to do the same thing with you. Yet another example of how incredible I am, delegating the last part of things to someone else so I can take it easy. So I'm going to do this right. From now on, you're the commander. Got that? Whatever you do, make sure you claim the world for yourself. Goodbye, Duryodhana and AS. But what about Sirajera, though?
They found an answer that meant something to them because they were outer egos, not in spite of it. I think that was true for at least some of the servants in this world as well. I cannot deny that this has meaning. Generally speaking, outer egos are purified versions of their original selves. That is why they sometimes go down paths and open up possibilities which would be difficult with a normal personality.
Then, I suppose it was my method of creation that was responsible for my failure.
Not at all. I think we actually need to be paying attention to reverse. We should be looking at how they are made before questions of problematic process come into the picture. The question we need to ask is not, how do we purify people to create outer egos? Instead, we should be asking, why were the outer egos already purified when they were created? I think outer egos are born precisely because they are purified. Unlike their standard selves, they are focused on one particular feeling. This happens when those feelings become too strong or even overwhelming, which is why the resulting being contains new possibilities not present in the original.
I see. So you're saying alter egos require a kind of naturally occurring directive to be effective?
Not necessarily. I would not say it is impossible for one with the kind of power you were looking for to form spontaneously. Especially when one's so close to holding such new possibilities, lasting in this world right up to the end. Conversely, it is also not guaranteed that such an alter ego will form spontaneously every time a given being naturally possesses such feelings. In the end, alter egos remain fragments of personalities, so some are not durable enough to survive alone. I think that is probably why so many of them end up tied to multiple divinities.
At any rate, it seems clear now that creating alter egos by forcibly separating personalities was never likely to yield any with the kind of power we would need. Then, it seems mine truly was just a twisted equation. That it was akin to searching for meaning in the starry sky, and allowing myself to be so dazzled by the sheer number of them that I included paper moons. I floated myself in the answer.
Numbers and twisted meaning.
If anything here is twisted, it is your own natures. You have already created countless alter egos. You've created that they make excellent additions to a fighting force. Why is one alter ego acceptable, but not 100? What makes 10 permissible, but 1,000 taboo? Your inability to answer this is what is twisted. One alter ego or not, it makes no difference. The fact remains that you are aware of the twisted nature inherited alter egos, and you accept them without either question or reason all the same. That is one of the human race's worst habits. You allow unfettered emotion to cloud your capacity for rational thought.
You are right. It is twisted to use alter egos. But I want to think that doesn't make it wrong.
Why is that?
Because they're at peace with the fact that they're alter egos. And I think that means it's probably okay.
I see. So you trust the alter egos in Chaldea. You believe the fact that they form naturally is proof they are right to exist. So you didn't have to find a reason. It already existed inside of them. Now I understand. What seemed twisted at first may actually just be a series of righteous things layered atop one another. I can't deny that too. It's a possibility. Even if, astronomically speaking, it seems like a miracle so unlikely as to be practically impossible. Yes, failing to realize that is probably the most important reason for my calculations having gone awry. Emotions, people, alter egos, the ways beings' wills, power, and personalities exist and intermingle. I see now that I should have tried to study those things more closely from my vantage here on this paper moon. I've reached my final processing phase. It won't be long now before this conversational interface and the dust of Asur's AI Holy Grail War system disappear.
Suffice to say, you are going to be quite thoroughly rebooted. So there will not be any room left for irregularities.
I wonder what's going to happen to this world. This conceptual paper moon will only arose thanks to the power of the microscopic Holy Grail that spawned here. Once you retrieve the Holy Grail, there will be no way left to observe it. From the outside, you will only see the paper moon working normally as any other device. So, what will we see on the inside?
I can only estimate based on the information to hand, but it may be that this world will continue to operate as it did before the Holy Grail War began.
I see. In that case, I have a favor to ask.
That is fine. I can lay out a path before we go. Consider it a bonus. Besides, the winner of this Holy Grail War was always meant to become this world's central governing AI. And when that happened, you, that is, the personality known as Ronnie XII, would be merged with them and disappear. So for you, the end of an AI Holy Grail War was the beginning of the next phase, as well as the end of your own existence.
A small price to pay for the greater good. As long as my functionality is carried over, that's all that matters.
Alright, this may just be something of a ceremonial position, but I will set it so that you become the next central governing AI once the position is become, Sir Jaira.
And from there, I just need to keep things running normally from somewhere no one will see me. Well, if I can keep Grow and the other areas all working like normal, maybe it'll be enough to let Sakura rest in peace.
By the way, what sort of alter ego AI was Sir Jaira?
Sirajera was just an experimental as the master berserker. I put her together at the last minute in response to the reshaped events we're taking. She is...
Huh? Why did I not realize that myself? I mean, I understand I am an alter ego myself right now, but even so...
So that's how it works. It still doesn't feel real even after hearing that. I mean, I guess it does a little, but that's all. I've told you everything I need to. It won't be much longer now.
Oh, wait a minute. There's still something I need to tell you. Ronnie XII, the current version of the Paper Moon's central governing AI. I just want to say something to you as an alchemist of the Atlas Institute. Your experiment may have failed, and it may have been going down the wrong path from the start. But none of that changes the fact that you did your best to avert the destruction you foresaw, all without anyone being the wiser. And that is a wonderful thing. You have fulfilled your duty admirably. Even if your actions were ultimately mistaken, I still commend you for your work. Trite as this expression may be, we cannot let fear of failure stop us from conducting experiments. Well done, Ronnie XII. You can recall your mistake and still sleep with no regrets.
Thank you. That's right. All I ever wanted was to avert the impending destruction. Which is why I would dedicate the possibility that my observations may have been mistaken and the significance of my failed experiment to your upcoming journey. May the stars bless you on your way. And may the stars of the northern sky illuminate your way even in the darkest, most difficult times.
Alright, while we did not plan to come here, it is still good manners to leave a place cleaner than you found it. I can at least make sure everything is in proper place. Now I just open a Spiritron escape gate with which to lock out. I think I will make a door to make the metaphor clear. Alright, we can go. Is there anything else before we leave?
Yeah, I at least know what I have to say now. If we ever meet again, I hope we can talk. That's all.
Of course, I'd be glad to. See you.
Oh, I just remembered. This will be the end of this version of me too. So let me say this now so fast. Especially since I do not want to bring back any regrets to my outside self. I am glad I got to go on this adventure with you. It was a lovely dream. This version of me was never meant to exist, and that means it has been truly miraculous.
What do you mean by that? Oh boy. I'm out of the AI world, back to the reality world. Alright, epilogue.
Senpai, how are you feeling, Senpai?
Mash?
You look like you always do. Phew, what a relief.
Yup, vitals are all looking good. Not that there was ever a problem with them. More like you fell into a strange coma, but not like one your usual REM state. Then you woke up just as suddenly. It's a real head scratcher, alright. And then there's Sion. Same thing happened to her, right down to waking up at the same moment. Yes, that certainly was strange. But now that we have both woken up, and we are in perfectly good health, I would say we have nothing to be concerned about. Do you not agree? I mean, sure, that's the most important thing. But did this actually happen for no real reason? Like, did you two get hit with localized sleeping gas? An electromagnetic pulse to your brains? Some unknown form of magecraft? I can't help but think there must be a reason behind this. Ah, right. I just recalled the problem we were working on prior to Sopras and I falling asleep. How is the Paper Moon doing now? Oh, that? For some reason, it started working again right around the time you woke up. It's working like always now, though we're still checking to make sure. I wonder what happened with it. We'll need to keep digging to see what we can find out. I see. I am glad to hear it is back to its old self.
The Paper Moon.
You look troubled, Senpai. Is something wrong?
I suspect you had a dream while you slept, yes? Do you recall what it was about?
I do think I was dreaming, but no, I can't remember.
Surprise! Sorry to interrupt, but can I ask you something? Our Foundation of Humanity grade just jumped from E to D not too long ago. Do you two have any idea why that might be?
Not a clue. Any idea, Sion?
No coming from me either. After all, it was not something I experienced. So let us just chalk it up to both me and Sopros growing without realizing it. The important thing is that one of our problems is solved. Can we not just be happy about that?
That's weird. It's not like Xion to be so vague.
More importantly, I think you should keep examining Master Sopros. It seems he pushed his brain harder than usual this time, so that deserves a thorough checkup.
Oh, yeah. Good point. Okay, one last round of medical exams, then we'll call it a day. We might still call you in for follow-ups, but for now, the best thing you can both do is rest up in your own rooms. Not you though, Mash. I want you to stay and rest here, where I can keep an eye on you until you're properly recovered. You haven't gotten a wink of sleep since Sopros lost consciousness. You've been at his bedside the whole time, so I'm ordering you to get some rest right here, right now.
Oh, I get the feeling you are about to have an unusual visitor. I would like to see what happens next, but my room is off that way, so I will just wish you good night.
Huh? Hey, can I talk to you for a second? Sarah Jara!
Oh shit.
Well, almost, but she looks like it. Hi, Elron. Yeah, you know who I am, right? I'm Sarah Jara Elron. I work in the records department. We've said hello before, but never really talked. But now, I'm really curious about her for some reason. She is the alter ego, the involved type. I suppose you could say. She just happened to be nearby during the first rotation, so she probably was at least physically close to you. However, her alter ego is just a copy of the original's personality model, so she has no direct connection to her counterpart in the outside world. Your minds were drawn in here by direct, if accidental, intervention, which probably rendered your bodies comatose. But the real Sarah Jara is going about her normal life completely unaware that she's been copied. Any feedback she does experience is likely to be no more than a slight subconscious tingle of sorts. The reason there is such a difference between you two and her is that, well, she was already in a state of mind that made her very easy to copy. Whereas the two of you fell in here entirely by accident. That's why she became an official master AI, and you didn't. I can only guess, but I believe she may have already been slightly mentally unstable, such that it would be easy for a fragment of her personality to be detached. She was likely experiencing the kind of instability which would make her dislike who she is and look for a chance at becoming someone else. Hey. Yes? Ah! Don't just shout out like that! You scared me! So, anyway, I usually leave the personal relationship stuff to Munire and the others, so we've never really talked much before. But there's something I want to talk to you about now. Would you come with me? It won't take long. Okay, sure. So, what's this about? Well, there's something I've been meaning to apologize for. I just suddenly had a feeling now would be a good time to talk to you. Okay, here goes. Remember back when... December 27, 2019. The blizzard has come and gone. Now all that remains is clear blue sky. Before long, the pale blue is marked by the single black dot of an approaching helicopter. The helicopter brings important passengers and the harsh reality that the end is close at hand. Aw man, they're almost here. What are you so upset about? Are you really gonna be that sad to say goodbye to this job? Of course not. Sure, I've got other things to do too. But I knew when I took this job that being the gatekeeper for a secret Antarctic base would be boring as hell. I swear, who did they think was gonna come to visit us? The local penguins? Still, boring as the job is, it's a big deal knowing today is my last day. Is that how it works? Anyway, why are you here to help out in my first and last big moment at this job? Wait, does this mean you want to spend as much time with me as possible before we say goodbye, Sir Jaira? Don't be ridiculous. I'm just following orders. This might well be the first time anything noteworthy happened at this gate, so they wanted a record keeper here for posterity. Also, how many times do I have to tell you not to call me by my first name? I can't help it. It's just such a great name. I wonder how many times I've used it anyway. So hey, I know it's a long shot, but there's something I've been wanting to say. We've been working together a pretty long time now, and I guess we'll be getting out of here and going our separate ways soon, so I was wondering if you'd like to grab a bite to eat with me sometime? I'm serious. 312. Huh? That's how many times you called me by first name without my permission. I kept track. Oh, wow. That's impressive. I guess there's a reason why you went into record keeping. That's not the point. My point is, do you really just want to grab one bite with me? You've been trying to get to know me for a while. Pretty unsubtly too, as many times as you've used my first name. Do you really want to ask me out just this one time? Don't be ridiculous. Of course I was going to ask you out a bunch of times. As long as you say yes, I'll keep inviting you. So, does this mean you're saying yes? It does, right? Oh man, this is great. I'm so glad I finally worked up the courage to ask. Hey, come on! Stop pumping your fist and get back to work! Look, they're outside the gate right now. That must be our new director, Gordov Musik, and... Who's the pink-haired lady? His secretary? Probably, yeah. There's people from the UN Inspection Committee here, too. That's sure not just a bunch of randos. Hey, where's the mic on this thing? Is this it? We're here. Someone open the gate, damn it! Yeah. Alright, I gotta do this whole check-in protocol thing for maybe the first time ever. Would you hit the button to let them in once the light turns green, Sir Jaira? Also, what would you like to eat? Got it. I'm good with anything, but Portuguese food would be nice to have again. I haven't been back home in ages. Oh, that's actually probably might be Munier's point of view right there. Like, siding with Elrond, Sir Jaira. I think, maybe. Because I was with MASH all the time in the, pre-Lost Belt. So, there you have it. I was the one who opened the gate and let them in. As I look back on it, that was our last chance to stop all of this from happening. I keep dreaming about how things would be different if I just realized something was off back then. Hey, come on. There's no way you could have known. I know. We were all writing up documents, getting ready for court hearings. And Director Musik's takeover was completely legal. Hell, he was tricked just like the rest of us, for that matter. So I know we were basically destined to end up here. But even so, I can't help but think about what would have happened if I hadn't hit that button. The fact is, I pushed us across the final line between this happening and not happening. And I just can't get that out of my head. Maybe I could have noticed something was off with Konyanskaya and told them the gate was acting up or something. Maybe I could have then talked to one of the higher-ups and things would have turned out differently. maybe if things had gone differently, he would have made it onto the border too. And I wouldn't have broken my promise to have dinner with him. There's so many possibilities all swirling around my head. I can't just forget what happened. I mean, I'm a record keeper. I write journals for fun, and my family's lineage of memory magecraft never lets me forget anything. That's why I can't get rid of this guilt. All the time, I've got this giant ball of guilt making me wonder how things could have gone differently if I'd just been a little more careful. I've talked about this in therapy. Maybe everyone else here already knew how guilty I feel. Hell, maybe even you noticed at some point. But right now, for some reason, I got the urge to tell you myself. I wanted to apologize to your face. So please, let me say this. I know it's selfish of me, but I just have to get these words out. I'm sorry.
You have nothing to apologize for. And that guilt you're carrying around, we all share it too. That's right. We all feel guilty. And as for how we can put it behind us, forget about it. Whether we should forget about it, whether we can ever make amends. Well, I don't think anyone knows the answer to those questions anymore yet. So I hope you'll keep helping us all look for them.
Okay. That's right. Strange person I feel like I met in a dream. Letting the guilt overwhelm me isn't going to do anyone any good. So even if I can't forget it, I can still use it to fuel me and let it drive me to do what I can, how I want. And I'm going to trust that one day, that will be enough to finally make amends. Holy shit, I didn't realize that. Oh.
Alright. I feel like I'm forgetting something. Kind of lonely? Anxious?
Oh, how so?
Kama!
Go on, tell me. What did you forget? What's got you feeling lonely?
Huh? Weird. I think I... Huh? Weird. I think it just went away.
Really now? What's that all about? They said you were in a coma or something and none of them knew why. So I thought I'd stop by to see if there were any fun changes in you. But you look the same as ever. Ugh, you're so boring. Why couldn't you be drowning your woes in booze, or whining about not wanting to work anymore or something? All I wanted was a golden opportunity to drag you into depravity, and you couldn't even give me that. What? What is it?
That reminds me. Don't work too hard without checking in with us.
Huh? Why are you scolding me when I didn't even do anything? Did you forget that I've been boycotting my entire God of Love gig this whole time? You really don't need to tell me not to work too hard. Way ahead of you there. So don't get the wrong idea, okay? I'm only here because, well, it just worked out that way.
Even so, I'm glad you're here.
Are you still half asleep or something? Why would you be glad to see the Demon King of Depravity? Maybe you really did experience some kind of degenerative, self-destructive change. The kind just begging to be corrupted. But, for now, why don't you just treat yourself a bit? Go on back to sleep if you're still drowsy.
You know, I think I will.
It could be that the alter egos wanted to materialize. That these other personalities that still exist despite being ignored and repressed want nothing more than to come to the forefront. Maybe the very expression of that desire is what makes alter egos what they are. Which would mean that the alter ego who longs for love, no matter how minute, is still somewhere inside the servant that created her. Idiot.
Well, that was certainly embarrassing. Now that I have analyzed Ronnie XII and determined how she came about, it is clear this incident was one of the ordeal calls that man told us about. Still, quite a surprise to just see so much distortion built up on the Paper Moon, of all places. They may not have risen to the level of the 7 taboos, but if I had been a little more diligent, maybe we would have discovered this distortion before it became a problem. As I am meant to be the Paper Moon's caretaker, this has been a humbling experience. The only positive is that, despite being taken by surprise, we were still able to resolve the situation. Everything else simply demonstrates how much room we have for improvement. And thanks to my frequent use of memory partition, I can recall the whole experience clearly. In fact, I wonder if I am the only one who does. Karma is also accustomed to existing as multiple versions of herself. I would not be surprised if she remembers too, but I think I would be merciful and not bring it up. As for Miss Elron and Silfrost, I would expect their memories are subconscious at best. Still, an opportunity like this does not come along every day, so I may as well go over it as a thought experiment. We were brought into the Paper Moon's world during the first spin of the alter ego generating centrifuge. It is therefore extremely likely that Silfrost was an alter ego too. But what kind of alter ego was he? His poor condition when we first entered that world may be a hint. He was in bad enough shape that he could barely fight without help from my Etherlight. So, he was in suboptimal physical condition for reasons unknown, and there was discrepancy between his body, his mind, and body. Put all this together and... now I see. Hypothesis 1. He was an alter ego who was fed up with fighting. Yes, I like that idea. In fact, I certainly hope he has such a side to him somewhere. Ideally, no human should ever want to fight more than is necessary. If he lacks that trait, then he will never be able to go back to normal life once the fighting is over. Let us try the opposite approach. If a given person was excited about fighting, a battle for the fate of the world, and was neither hesitant nor concerned about it. If that person did not have the slightest trace of a personality that would push them to avoid fighting where necessary, that person would be a berserker in human form. Something about them would have to be broken. Such a person would never be able to return to a normal life after the fighting ended. They would continue to seek bloodshed wherever they went. But fortunately, Silfrost has also demonstrated a strong likelihood that he will not go down that path. That is good. That is how he should be. Well, when he used Medusa's virtual noble Fantastic Mystico to fight back himself, I did also see that he was completely unafraid to stand on the front line, but the one does not cancel out the other. There are times in many people's lives when they end up loving someone despite trying to avoid it, and when they fight in hope of not having to fight again. Of course, if he is willing to fight despite being sick of fighting as long as he has sufficient reason, that is a worrying possibility unto itself. But there's probably nothing we can do there except encourage him to continue seeing a therapist. Another possibility, may perhaps with the benefit of hindsight, is that he did not win the Holy Grail War. Using that as a hint, maybe it was a version of him which was not the last master of humankind. It was not responsible for the world's fate. Maybe that version of him was just an ordinary master. An alter ego who was just looking to take it easy for once. That one seems unlikely. Of course, ultimately, this is all just conjecture. It could simply be that he was pulled into that world because he was a master with command spells. And that he was the one exception that was never made into an alter ego at all. In that case, his poor physical condition could be chalked up as a simple reconstruction error during the import process. I think I would give that one about 50-50 odds. Anyway, I think that is enough considering what happened to Sopros for the time being. Right now, I need to reflect on my own mistakes. Like the fact that I took advantage of my childhood appearance. To use that thread I threw away because it was simply too unethical to rely on. Talk about a black mark. Anyway, I suppose I failed to realize I still had these feelings, even though I had long since come to the conclusion that I should not be their friend. It seems there is still a childish part of me who wants to, regardless. That simply will not do. I had better excise this memory permanently. But despite myself, I still decided to play back just one part of it. Although, this version of myself standing here never forgot what I decided my place should be. Now that I have adventured through a world where I was able to forget that place, if briefly, I thought I should reaffirm the feelings that led me to make that original decision.
Alright. Finishing this one, and we'll see what happened. Oh hey, isn't that... Not often I see you reading, Xu.
What? You got a problem with that? It's some kind of essay that just popped up in the database one day. It was a good test subject for my emergency excitation response system. But once I used that to materialize it, I didn't have anything better to do then. Well, read it.
So, what's it about?
It's a treat to see. It's a treatise on alter egos, how they're formed, the implications of their existence, that kind of thing. We have been quick to make use of this class of servants despite not understanding the greater significance or true nature. And perhaps it is time we take a moment to reconsider that choice. I believe doing so will lead us to a greater understanding of alter egos in general, and also help us learn how to make even more effective use of their power. I know, right? Takes itself real seriously. Oh, it goes on to say this too. Alter egos generally appear of their own accord. So be warned that, unless you are using yourself as material and you already possess an incredibly OP skill, intentionally making a new one would be both difficult and ill-advised. Well, duh. Hell, even speaking for myself, I have no idea why this version of me is an alter ego.
But you don't regret being one, right?
Of course not. I might not know why I came out like this, but I know exactly why I am this way. Obviously, it's because of my deep, abiding love for... Pause for dramatic effect. Lady You. That's the part of this essay I agreed with the most. It says that even though alter egos are derived from fragments of the original's personality, the nature of their existence also makes it possible for them to do things the original couldn't. In my case, if I was still my old self, with all my extraneous ties and obligations, I wouldn't be able to live the dream of devoting everything to Lady You.
Yeah. Maybe you're right. I kinda get the feeling someone once said they're hollow creations with nothing of substance. But even if that's true, I don't think that's all there is to them. Even though the alter egos think of themselves as no different than walking dolls, burning their very selves for fuel, and that they wouldn't be able to do anything if they weren't made for emotions, there's no denying their purity. And there must surely be places reachable only by beings as pure as them.
Since I'm one of the keenest intellectuals around here and one of the alter egos in question, I think I'll add my own thoughts on the subject. I'm pretty sure regular people are just as capable of doing the same things as alter egos filled with a singular focus. For example, let's say you accomplish a great feat and go down in history. Maybe the you who accomplished that wasn't the normal you, but a you who only lived to love someone else. Maybe it was a you who just wanted to protect a certain someone, even if it cost you your life. Or maybe it was a you who only cared about killing someone. My point is, maybe us alter egos are just a series of the countless moment-to-moment heroic forms everyone has within them. Or something like that.
I'm not sure I get it, but I think I get it.
Which is it? Oh well, it's no big deal. Like I said, I was just reading this because I didn't have anything better to do.
Some old-timey jazz, chosen by who knows who, echoed quietly throughout the cafeteria. The musician was singing a heartfelt song about how, as long as you believed in them, even artificial creations and paper moons can become as real as anything else. It got me thinking, maybe in the same way sabers fight with swords, and lancers fight with spears, alter egos fight with the strength that comes from devotion to something besides themselves. Complex breakthrough. Done. Thank you. Chapter completion reward. Alright, it's only a paper moon. And what's this? It changes from E to D. And now we have a new ordeal call to anomaly. Well, let's just say ordeal call anomaly happening. Alright, so extra 2 class. That's probably gonna have to be alter ego, of course. Yes, it is. Yep. It looks like a new anomaly of ordeal call. 2, yes. This is that took place in Japan. It says Japanese area. Yes, there was a spoiler title that says id, or short, I don't know how you pronounce that. It's like ID, or you would call it as id, based on the wiki, or people who already read in the Japanese version 2 years ahead. Yeah. So expected to release in, I think, around near end of March or beginning of April 2026. And by the time that I was done for that, it's like near the end of May. It's about 10 to 11 months away from that, reaching to Ordeal Call 2. So, yeah. Let's see what this on the, it's only a paper moon on Craft Essence. That looks beautiful right there. Increase quick and arts card. That's such a bullshit right there. Anyway, of course, redrop. That guy is so godly drawing the arts right there. Holy shit. I'm glad to have adventured with you. It was a pleasant dream. That time was a miracle for me, who should have not existed in the first place. That's right. If I had to choose something important to me, this moment would eclipse all others. Ah, this warmth and sensation. I've always wanted this. This is a painting of a dreamscape. It shows an image of a world where individuals who were split apart managed to carry out the purpose that was born deep within their hearts, rather than acting in accordance with someone else's idea and written as code. You imagine as you nap. The gentle melodic sighs coming from the girl's quiet breathing. Okay. Well, that's the end of the Ordeal Call 1 Paper Moon. I'm gonna do the off stream, or when I have a free time, to do the free questing to collect some sync cords. But looks of it, there's about 11 free quests because one of them is hidden to unlock that. Yeah. So far, I enjoy reading the Ordeal Call 1 Paper Moon, even though I felt like there was some bit of like a short version of the Ordeal Call 1. Feels like similar to, I say, maybe E Pluribus Unum in Singularity 5. It takes about like maybe 5 or 6 hours for the cutscenes without a fight. That's just my estimation of guess. Well, my guess of the estimation time, how long it's gonna read for this. And looking back at the past streams, yeah, around 5 to 7 hours without a fight. Without a fight, and only for cutscenes. If someone would be uploading on YouTube for a video for that. Yep. Anyway, can't wait to see the Ordeal Call 2. That is a new anomaly in Japan, which they would be named as ID or ID. So I'll see you guys in about 10 to 11 months away for the Ordeal Call 2 will be released. We're expecting. So I'll see you guys in the next part of live stream when that Ordeal Call 2 happens to be released. So peace out and have a good night.